so us three are the ones who are kidnapped.
No, sir, that's secret.
No, we are not.
ஆமா ஷா நேம்ஸ் சொல்லும்போது அவங்க இல்லாம இருக்கும்.
ஏதோ நேம் சொல்லிருங்க சார்.
அதான் மெயினா வந்து அதாவது பகதூர் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து சொல்றான். நான் பகதூரா உள்ள வரேன். ஒரு அனௌன்ஸ்மென்ட் இது பண்றேன். அந்த அனௌன்ஸ்மென்ட் வந்து சொல்லிடுறேன். அந்த சீன் முடிச்சுக்கலாம். அதுக்கப்புறம் நெக்ஸ்ட் சீக்வென்ஸ்ல பிஎஃப் டு பிஎஸ்பி ன்னு வரும்.
அதான் சார்
அந்த அட்வென்ட் சீக்வென்ஸ் அப்ப நாங்க இருக்கோமா?
பகதூர் சீக்வென்ஸ் அப்ப நீங்க இருப்பீங்க. பட் பிஎஃப் டு பிஎஸ்பி ல வந்து நீங்க ஸ்பின் ஆஃப் வேற ஏதோ ஆர்டினரி சோல்ஜர்ஸ் மாதிரி.
நீங்க கீழ தான் சார் மெயின் ஸ்ட்ரைக்கர்ஸ் வர்க் பண்றாங்க. அவங்களுக்கு கீழ தான் சார் உமன் ஸ்ட்ரைக்கர்ஸ் வேலை பார்க்கறாங்க. அதான் வந்து when they are taken out, women officers are given that posts. Like if Nabul is playing particular role, he is kidnapped, sir.
அதாவது நபுலனுடைய ரோல் தக்ஷினுடைய ரோல் இன்னொரு ரோல் இவங்க மூணு பேரும் கிட்னாப் பண்ற மாதிரி வெச்சுட்டாங்க.
So
சுரேஷ் யாதவ் ஆதித்யன் நரேஷ்
சார்
பகதூர் வந்து பண்ற அனௌன்ஸ்மெண்ட் இப்ப எல்லாருமே இருக்கீங்க. கொஞ்சம் அவங்கள கோவத்துல இருக்கீங்க. ஜூலி கோவத்துல இருக்க அப்படி நீ பயங்கர கோவத்துல இருக்க. நீ இன்ஃபேக்ட் எதுக்கு கூட பேசல. வேற வருஷம் இன்னும் கோவமா இருக்கான். ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் அப்துல் ரஹீமும் கோவமா இருக்கான். என்ன நான் அப்புறம் கேட்கறேன் உன்னை எடுத்து வச்சுருக்கீங்க தேவையில்ல பேசுறீங்க. இல்ல மெயினான ஆளுகளை விட்டுட்டு நீங்க வர்ற you are minoring on minor things. So I'm sorry, you are majoring on minor things.
So majoring on the minor things.
Discuss பண்ணுறது definition சார் ஆஸ் பை அப்படினு discuss பண்ணுவாங்க. அந்த சீக்வென்ஸ்ல முடிஞ்சிருச்சு நமக்கு தெரியும் சார். So 15 members already kidnapped sir. அந்த நேம் எடுக்காம அந்த 15 பேர் போயிட்டாங்க. இது என்ன பண்ண போறோம்? சரி
இப்போ அடுத்த சீக்வென்ஸை என்ன வைக்கலாம்னு as a plot administrator உங்களுக்கு தோணும். நீ சொல்ல அது பத்தி.
Sir, sequence has already been completed, sir. It's been finished, sir. So we are having a conference, sir. They are the defense minister, sir. So he is discussing that maybe spy revealed everything. So who might be and how we can manage without the force. Like that, the discussion is going.
So the kidnapping sequence is over.
He says in the sequence எல்லாம் எதுவும் வேண்டாம்ன்றாரு.
How do we
That's completed. நமக்கு தெரியும் அது முடிஞ்சிச்சு. They kidnapped
already. Oh, off screen that.
Yes, sir.
So we three should be out. No, spin off first. And then come spin off first, sir.
அந்த 15 பேர் kidnapped working under Asda. நாங்க மெயின்
ஷீட்ஸ் எல்லாரும் இருக்கீங்க.
அவங்க எல்லாரும்
ஷீட்ஸ் எல்லாரும் இருக்கீங்க. அந்த 15 பேர் இல்ல அப்படிங்கும்போது உங்க முன்னாடியே நான் அனௌன்ஸ் பண்றேன் இவங்க வந்து அந்த போஸ்ட் போடுவாங்க.
So the 50 members are also work on the front line, like the food soldiers.
உங்களுடைய சபார்டினேட்ஸ்ல அந்த சபார்டினேட்ஸ் தான் இல்ல அதான் ஸ்கிரிப்ட் அதான் ஸ்கிரிப்ட் கிட்னாப் ஆனவங்க அந்த 15 பேர். சோ இப்போ அந்த 15 பேர் நீங்க என்ன பண்ணுவீங்கன்னா when you are clueless I am as a defense minister I appoint
பண்றீங்க சார். அப்போது யாராவது நீங்க ஏதோ வந்து அதெல்லாம் பண்ணுங்க. நீங்க அந்த நாளைக்கு டிஃபென்ஸ்
மினிஸ்டர் நான் வந்து பப்பியா
already personally.
Right, so I hope you had understood the conversation between Varshan and myself. Now let me explain the nucleus of this particular sequence. The sequence is everything has been done. So here the waiting list people have been approved. They have understood that they were pretending one thing and now they are ready to go for the war. And the defense minister is coming inside and he gives us bad news for all the people that things are not really going to be in the fashion that they thought. So let's see what happens. Yeah, Varshan, how are you going to do?
Sir,
social distance.
So, can I 3, 2. Maybe I'll take this for a moment. 3, 2, 1, go. Madam, I'm taking this for a moment. Good morning, officers.
Good morning.
Take it on to the 6.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, congratulations to all the officers for getting commissioned into this mission.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Bahadur mentioned that you are going to be into the mission.
Thank you, sir.
So how do you feel? What plans you have against COVID?
Sir, we have lot of plans, sir. We were about to discuss all those, sir. Each one have a distinctive plan, sir, as of now. And at the same time, we are very well trained by Bahadur, sir. So we have all the talent, sir. We are sure that we will win over this war, sir. and at the same time we had trained for about 75 to 76 days, sir. So we are sure and we promise that we will win in this war, sir.
Yes.
And
But
then
also-
we have a backup plan, sir.
What backup plan do you?
And the whole campus will be after main status will be assembly the backup plan.
Yeah.
And I was just coming to say that we have each trained our subordinates and our on our frontline soldiers, our respective frontline soldiers to the best we can, and we all have our separate plans which come together in a bigger picture.
But
Frontline
who's
soldiers.
weak, chief,
Yeah.
please explain.
Yeah, the kidnapping. Sir, actually, some of our subordinates have vanished, sir. We don't really know what happened.
And the main strikers, sir, without
Yes,
them,
sir.
Air Force.
They are the main
Where
strikers
is
in
it
the wing
located?
under my command, sir. If I had them,
You know
I would have.
exactly what's
Do you think I don't have that information?
Sir, I didn't have it.
No, we just-
Sir, aren't you shocked about it, sir?
Why didn't
You're
you?
being negligible.
No, we
What
wanted
is
to
this?
report it directly to
So
sir.
they are the main force of our.
So we have
I
Hey,
want
you
to-
can't ask me.
No professional courtesy for.
No. Officer, stop. I wanted to give that as a bad news, but fortunately and gladly, a couple of officers have already known that. The point is, the main frontline officers have been kidnapped, and we don't know who has kidnapped. And your chief subordinate, entire battalion is missing.
There.
And whatever that makes Adityan so special as a big officer, and whatever the element that made Adityan a special officer is missing. And whatever made Naresh as holding up a niche in taking control of all the people, missing now. And rubbing the sand on the wound, Suresh Yadav has been having a separate battalion who had been holding up the big mantle of handling all the tankers. And the chief intellect of using the advanced technological machineries in the weapons section, that guy has been brutally attacked and has been killed. So Suresh Yadav is left single-handed.
Sir, don't we have proper replacement, sir?
These were the replacements.
But chief, we have backup plan as I told you yesterday.
For 75
What
years.
plan?
But you don't know, just replacing the main
No.
strikers.
Yeah, about that, replacing Suresh Yadav. The mail that you sent a couple of days back as Plan B, in case if there is any emergency that is happening, we might be having this as replacement. I would like to cancel the plan of using your list of people. I have those list of people and I made a kind of a profile study. I'm not really satisfied.
But chief, they're really trained.
No,
Chief.
no. Hold your horses. I already have made a plan. And I have got my own potential replacement.
We will follow everything.
Who's it, chief? Who are those people?
I would like to first of all say why I have gone to that idea, because you people are very senior and experienced officers, and the video conference attendees are also a very senior number of people. Is it not the time for our country to break a stereotyped thought and break a stereotyped negative imagination about a section of people in the country? Out of that question.
Enough.
Yeah. Is it not? Yeah. What is it? Who is for Kiran?
Sir,
Anybody wanted to speak?
yes, I wanted to say something, sir.
Yeah. Go.
Okay, sir. So, sir, you can't just say that we can't participate in the war because we are seniors, sir. We are more experienced than anyone here, sir.
Where did I say that? I didn't say that, Kiran.
Some connection errors in your in the network English.
Officer, I said Suresh Yadav's list of people of replacement has been dropped down. That has been cancelled. And even Suresh Yadav did not take it offensive. But you have taken it very personal and offensive. I apologize if I had been given any offense.
Sir, that's the patriotism that she has towards
Yes,
the
sir.
nation, sir.
And that's also another reason why I'm coming to say, excuse me, I'm receiving a call. It's in fact a message, the PA wants to speak. He says he's fast approaching. I cannot deny him. But before that, I would like to make the announcement. Looks like it's really urgent, so Why don't you go and colonize?
What does he know about war?
But one second, before that, sit down.
But we need more soldiers. We need more women soldiers to participate in the war. So
Exactly. I have more soldiers, Mr. Edward. Officer Edward, I have more soldiers. So,
Who are they, sir?
sir, now I'm not meaning that, sir. So we have more men soldiers, sir. I think that we can use some of the women soldiers also, sir.
hey,
அதெல்லாம் planning.
Sir, you say who are they, sir? We will make
Yes, sir.
Edit பண்ணிக்கோங்க சார் அதெல்லாம் கட்.
Okay, cut. Take 2, sir.
Continue.
சட்டத்தை கையில் எடுக்கிறது தான் பாரதி.
Balajana, please அந்த ஒரு பாயிண்ட் மட்டும் மென்ஷன் பண்ணுங்க. Everyone 3, 2, 1, action.
As I was saying before this PA comes, I would like to say, Mr. Suresh Yadav, no offenses to you. I'd like to recruit all the female soldiers as a replacement.
Chief.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you. But they are training.
But they haven't trained. Chief.
They are trained. Bahadur Singh has been giving me a separate report over here, and they are trained. And all the people that you have sent you have sent in the email, they are much less trained than these people currently right now. And I would like to take this responsibility as a defense minister, that I have to break the stereotypical thinking that women are weaker gender in this nation. And I want all of your senior soldiers and the commanders and lieutenant colonels cooperation on this. Can I get that?
I support this idea
Yes, Chief.
Mr. Rahim, yes.
Uh,
Also,
let
let
me
him
find
finish.
because the women are mentally and physically they are strong that we will not failure thoughts.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Chief, we need 10 more.
Of course, they have their own subordinates. They will fine tune them.
Each of us had
Definitely.
subordinates each, sir.
They have 5 each. And there are 5 members here.
Oh, that
And it's
makes
going to take a
They are
better
going to the
of
front
10
line.
minutes. Yes, they are going to be the front liners and they will report back to you.
Okay.
Right?
What is the risky? Okay.
You know the guy Manish Sharma. Instead of Manish Sharma, Officer Sophia will be there. Okay? Right?
Thank you, Chief.
Yeah. Thank you so much. You're most welcome. Please be seated. And you had another Yadav. What is this Yadav? Shivlal Yadav, right? So, Officer Victoria will be taking care of that.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. And you had Farooq, right? Officer Farooq. And Officer Farooq has been brutally attacked. And he has been taken up. And Julie will be taking care of that. Ruby will be taking care of that.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Right. And you had Officer Darshan Siddharth, the redneck guy, who
Sir,
always
he's
beats
a
me.
genius. Sir. How can we
Genius.
replace him, sir?
He's been replaced, he's been kidnapped. So I don't have any choice. And
He was wounded fatally, sir.
correct. Olivia will be taking care of that particular department. And you had one person, his name is Krishwan Singh, and
The Momo Singh.
the guy always.
Sir, it's just more important now, sir.
Exactly, correct. So this is why I have appointed him. So Krishwan Singh has been kidnapped, and Officer Jessica will be taken care of.
Yes.
Once again, can I go and call my PA?
What does he know about all this?
Please. Now Navalan is spinning off as the defense minister, and I am spinning off as the PA. And PA, as you know, he is completely against the idea of empowering women, and that discussion is going to happen.
On the which character name I want to tell this.
தைரியம்
Sir,
என்னோட
ஏன்
அவர் chance கிடைச்சது.
இல்லை எனக்கு சொல்கிறேன் பொண்ணுங்களை வந்து இது பண்ண வேண்டாம் அப்படின்னு நான் சொல்லும்போது நீ என்ன சொல்கிற அது இப்போ முக்கியம் இல்லை பொண்ணுங்களா ஆண்களான்றது முக்கியம் இல்லை நீங்கள் வந்து மேஜரிங் த மைனர் திங்ஸ் அப்போ நான் கேட்குறேன் எதுல மைனர் திங்ஸ் அப்போ நீ சொல்கிறேன் இந்த ஐடியாவை மைனர் திங்ஸ் நான் சொல்கிறேன் பொண்ணுங்க தான் மைனர் திங்ஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நான் சொல்கிறேன்
சண்டை வரும் சரியா?
சண்டை
He
போட்டு
ended this in the-
ஆக்சுவலாக நான் வந்து இவங்களுக்கு
Sir, ஆமா sir.
அப்படி பண்ணுங்க sir.
Triple camera கூட இருக்கு sir. Setup பண்ணலாம் sir.
எப்படி பண்ணுவீங்க
Sir, உங்க கேமரா ட்ரைபாட் இருக்கு அதான். Sorry. அதான் அங்கே இருக்கு sir. வாசன போன் இருக்குல. நான் சார் உங்க போன் இருக்கு. ரெண்டு ஆங்கிள் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் உங்களோட இதுக்குள்ள ஒரு வீடியோ ரெஃபர் பண்ணுங்க.
ஹரியாரமே சாரி மாத்தி பண்ணுங்க.
இல்ல.
சாரி சண்டை.
சரி.
ஆமா சார் கம்பெனி வர மாதிரி
சரி சார் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் உங்களோட ஒரு ரோலோட லைன்ஸ் எல்லாமே முடிச்சிருங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் உங்களோட இன்னொரு ரோலோட லைன்ஸ் எல்லாத்தையும் முடிச்சிருங்க சார். எடிட் பண்ணும்போது ஒன்றையோட அதுல இல்லைன்னா
பிஏ கிட்ட தானே
நான் எடிட் பண்றது கஷ்டமா இருக்கும் sir.
வேண்டாம் அது கொஞ்சம் இதாக இருக்கும்
நீ பண்றா?
உங்க நம்பரா? Thank you.
டேய் ஹரியா ஷேர் பின்னாடி மெண்டல்னு சொல்லாத.
அன்னைக்கு இவன சொன்னாங்க.
வேற யாராவது இப்போ இது கூட ஷேர் பண்ணி ஒரு செக்மெண்ட் நம்மளும் இன்னொரு செக்மெண்ட் வந்துட்டு நான் ஸ்பின் அப் பண்ணி நான் டிஃபரன்ஸ் ஸ்பின் ஸ்டாப் பண்றேன் அப்படின்னு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் யாருக்காவது இருக்கா? கேர்ள்ஸ் சைடு யாருக்காவது இருக்கா? Because we can have a female.
நீங்க லேப்டாப்பா இருக்கீங்க சோ லேப்டாப் எடுக்க முடியாது.
கேர்ள்ஸ் சைடு யாருக்காவது இருக்கா?
சார் அதே சார் புரியல சார்.
டிஃபென்ஸ் மினிஸ்டர் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா ஒரு சில செக்ஷன் क्वेश्चन வந்து அவங்க கேட்பாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் ஸ்பின் ஆஃப் வந்துட்டு எல்லாம் ஒரு லேர்னிங் தானே. யூ ஓகே தக்ஷன் யூ இல்லையா? அப்போ ரெண்டு கொஸ்டின் இவங்க கேட்கணும், ரெண்டு கொஸ்டின் அவங்க கேட்கணும்.
ஓகே
கீழே வீடியோ எடிட் பண்ணும்போது ஸ்பின் ஆஃப் ரோல்ஸ் ஃபார் லேர்னிங் மெக்கானிசம் அப்படின்னு எழுதிருக்கோம்.
ஓகே
ஸோ ரெண்டு கொஸ்டின் நான் ரெண்டு கொஸ்டின். ஸோ இப்போ நான் எங்க நிற்கிறது?
சரி நீங்க வெளியில அப்படியே டோர் வரணும்.
வரேன்.
நான் வந்து உங்க சைடு பண்ணி இருக்கேன்.
அங்க கவர் ஆகும். அப்போ
இங்க இருந்து சார் இங்க இருந்து.
அப்போ நானும் திரும்பி உட்காந்து பேசுவியா?
நான் இப்படி பாரு.
டேய் இங்க இருந்து.
இல்ல கிருஷ்ணன் நான் அந்த சேர் தள்ளி போட்டு நான் வந்து கொடுத்துரு. நீ அங்க பின்னாடி உட்காந்துக்கோ. வேற வருஷம் நீங்க நான் இங்க வந்து நிக்கிறேன். அப்பதான் இவங்களையும் என்னால அட்டாக் பண்ணிக்கலாம்.
டேய் யாருடா?
உனக்கு புரியும் நீ போ அங்க போய் அங்க
கிருஷ்ணன்
நான் வந்து இங்க உட்காந்துக்கிறேன். நீ டேக் சீட் நான் இங்க உட்காந்துக்கிறேன்.
சார் நான் இங்க போய் கிருஷ்ணன் ஹரியா இருக்கு. பாக்க ஹரி ப்ளீஸ். Thank you.
So for the first few minutes அப்ப questions நீங்க ரெடி பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோங்க. நான் கேட்கறதே நீங்க ரெடி கேட்கணும்.
ஓகே சார்.
ஓகே questions ரெடி பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோங்க. புரியுதா?
PA OPA
சார் உங்களுக்கு நான் வந்து அதாவது பாஸ்ட்ல நடந்த சீக்வென்ஸ் வரல நடந்த क्वेश्चन
நீங்க டைரக்டா நான் தரமா புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு போறேன்.
கொஞ்ச நேரம் அவன் டிஃபரன்ஸ் மினிஸ்டர் ப்ளே பண்றான். அந்த டிஃபரன்ஸ் மினிஸ்டர் ஸ்பின் ஆஃப் ரோல மூணு பேர் பிரிச்சு அவ்வளவுதான். ஒரு நீ ஒரு மித்ரா இன்னொன்று அது. அது ஓகே.
ஓகே சார் டன்.
3 2 1 go.
So what? Is here.
Stand.
No, sit. In a span of 5 minutes, you are giving me some explanation.
Well, with all due respect, Chief, 35. It's okay. 35 Supreme Commanders have been kidnapped. What are you going to do for them?
We have already done what needs to be done for that, and
I have a list of replacements. You should be appreciating me for that. And I have already sent that email to you.
we have
No,
three.
what?
Yeah, I saw this email.
Yeah.
This very email, right?
Low key profile.
Exactly. 35. 35.
Add and delete. Okay. We have found the replacements. That's it.
You need a vivid reminder of every now and then that I am having the backing up of the Prime Minister of India. Do you understand that?
And if we choose your replacements in turn of what we have already chosen, we will have
You
the
already
nation
chose.
backing up us.
What do you mean we already chosen? You got people here.
Yeah.
You got backup. I'm speaking to the defense minister. That's the minister I'm speaking to.
So,
You are just a soldier. You understand that?
Just a soldier.
just a soldier.
The soldiers who sacrificed.
I will accept even him. And if you people are speaking, then I'll be calling
What
you.
did you do for our nation? Come on. Tell me.
Chief, I'm speaking to you and I'm your PA. So these people are disrespecting.
Election
And you're
was
watching.
going to be able to support.
And you're not going to do
We are not the
anything.
PA, right?
Corrupted.
Promoted and went, right? You wanted a promotion.
I have all the respect for you. You know that. You know that. And every night we are eating dinner tonight, right? So we are good friends. You
Are
are
we?
see.
You didn't tell me.
So
That's right.
you are humiliating me in front of all these people. Forget that. I mean, for me, nation is the supreme priority. What we must.
Yes, it is.
These people are laughing to whatever I'm saying. And that video conferencing people keeping on sending the smiley emojis. And that is really. Do something about it, Chief.
Calm down.
These primitive people are looking at me.
What did he say?
1 second. Huh? Why is he calling me? What is it?
Okay. We are in a war. And every single Bahadur has been telling me how funny it was to train these girls. Okay, so every kind of armor and every kind of ammunition was weighing about 35 kilograms. And this girl herself is weighing only 15 kg. And this girl is weighing about 16 kg. And this girl is weighing about 25 kg.
You are
And this girl is weighing.
kilograms and you are obese. What can we do for that?
I'm 93.
You are
We're taking too much
53
time.
years old.
I'm speaking to the defense minister, God
Ma'am,
damn it.
once again,
And you
one-
are not supposed to open your bloody mouth. You understand that?
Shut up and show some respect.
you're using the words like shut up in front of all these military people and I'm your PA. I can report this and I can record this and I can send it to the PA.
No, it's already being recorded. And it will be sent to the PA. And it will also be sent to 17 different news outlets. Some people in the conference want to speak.
No, he's laughing like an idiot.
Oh, he's
His name is Ekroy. And he laughs as if everybody is really listening to this. And people, when he's laughing, people will think that a volcano has been erupted. And that's how he laughs.
Nice. Nice.
Good stuff.
They are the difference and they are subordinates are the difference.
Don't joke. I mean, I'm asking for the replace.
They are the difference.
Don't joke. Replace.
They are the goddamn replacements.
You know,
I knew your kidney was failing and your heart did fail, but I didn't know your eyesight's going as well.
Yes, sir.
We need to buy some glasses.
Yes, sir.
Out of all the bright things on the planet, would you like to mean to say that you would like to mean to joke that these female people are good as people?
It's not a joke. It's
Not
a
these
true
female people. The female people who are worth more than you. Okay. Who
Come
have
on,
more,
outrageous. How do you think that these
Shut
people
up! They have more courage in one of their figures than you do in your whole big
I can
balloon
answer this.
build up body.
I cannot answer this.
What do you mean?
You signed, and I'm also supposed to sign. Okay, so PM has
No.
given his
You signed the
guidance.
copy. Okay. You signed the copy that is to be sent. to the-
Fine. When the copy is manifested, I would like to sign, and I'd be mentioning. Look at me when I'm speaking. I'd be mentioning that these people are poor in terms of conferring, and they have got this poor percentage of confidence from my side, and PM is going to listen to me. And how are you expecting these people to carry such big weapons? Come on, Chief. It's about hand in hand, and we are fighting torrid. Damn it, we are fighting torrid. You understand?
I'm listening.
I don't care now. I don't care now.
You don't care,
When you're making this kind of a decision. When you're making this kind of a filthy decision.
Feel the lesson?
I'm sorry. I take my words back.
You are 53 years old and you are already a heart patient. You just had your kidney dialysis last week, for God's sake. Can you carry a goddamn gun?
You have read.
You are delayed.
You have read.
Gun died.
You have read the news wrongly. It was a police officer, Navalan, who was having all those kinds of weaknesses, and that was in a different story. And that is an Indian Army story. It's not a police story. And these people can do nothing in that.
And you are not part of the Indian Army. You are, after all, a PA, a personal assistant.
Definitely.
And sir, you wanted to say something, and this balloon field they stop you. You can tell that, and you are after him.
Okay.
You don't take about the major things as the minor things. Okay, you are talking about the minor things as a major.
Exactly. These people are the minor things. And
What
that's
do you
what
mean
I'm
by
showing.
minor
They are
things?
major officers.
Yes, okay. Fine. We call as Major Victoria. We call it Major Sophia. Fine. That's only the nomenclature. That's only the title. And that's the salutation.
Wing commander, sir.
Chief, you don't understand the intensity. Yeah.
Kiran, sir.
Mr. P, I have one question for you.
Please.
If you answer
Now,
this question,
spinning off.
all of us
Now,
will
Mitra
go.
plays as
All of
the
us.
defense minister. Yeah, Kiran.
So I play. Okay, sir. Ready?
That's Officer Sophia now. Played by Navalan and Defense Minister Mitra. Officer Sophia is ready for action. Yeah, Kiran, go.
So, sir, Mr. P, I have one question for you. If you answer this question, then we won't make fun of you, or we won't
Who is
be
making
against
fun
you
of
anymore.
you? Nobody.
You keep calling us as primitive soldiers, then we at least sacrifice our lives for the nation. What have you done? If you answer this one question, we'll all not be against you anymore.
Well, I will answer that question, madam. This defense minister that is standing right here is standing with
Not
this
this.
kind of a strength because of me. I am the PA. I take care of everything. I take care of the internal affairs of the defense minister. I take care of the official affairs of the defense minister.
Man, all you do is copy papers.
So you mean to say that you are? He's calling you as a character.
No, it's talking about
I know about who he's talking about. And are you like the caretaker who just made me here? Are you caretaker or who was like from the 2 years
Of course I do. I mean, a couple of days back when I was giving all these kinds of instructions to those people, and in the night you mentioned that you have done a really good job and you have appreciated my manager every single time whenever I have done something constructive in the meeting.
You know, actually, last week, like 2 days before, these people said that you are not respecting the woman and at the same time you are disrespecting me. But I did not believe that. But now, in front of all these cameras, I can believe that you are the one who disrespected me. So are you the one who is going to serve, Mr. PM?
Hi. These people can carry troubles. They can surmount sorrows. They can take care of children. They can take care of their family. They can take care of the entire kind of antisocial things, and they can protect their family. No offenses on all those traits that these people have, but they are not capable enough to carry a weapon and put a bullet onto the chest of an enemy.
They have the potential to take care of their family. They take care of the nation too. They have all the potential, all the capabilities to serve their nation, and that's how they have come here.
The best comedy தெரியுமா? இது சொன்னதுக்கு வந்துட்டு ஒரு பையனை நீ கைது எடுத்த பொண்ணுங்க எல்லாம் சும்மா உட்கார்ந்து
So they have all the potential and
Balajina?
capabilities to serve this nation. And this,
That's the lady that I always have problem with, and she keeps on speaking against.
No lady will come with a 6 feet pole near you, okay?
take your seat, Mr. Please.
Look at her haircut. She has gone for a boy haircut.
Why shouldn't I? This is the most practical haircut. You don't have hair itself. What are you going to do? Huh? Look at this guy, sir.
Hey, your cat is only the Hey, what are the French was a note to culture?
Come on, just come on.
Come on.
I have completed a psychological course and she knows how to motivate her peers here.
So, excuse me for a moment. So, you're all senior officers, and these people are going to report to you.
Yeah.
And there are about hundreds of subordinates who are going to report to them.
Yeah.
And have you given the approval to the defense minister that you are accepting this?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
You want to see?
Mr.
Yeah, how
Suresh-
to done you say?
Mr. Suresh Yadav, you had been speaking in favor of me a couple of weeks back.
That's just an acting.
You just mentioned that some of the lady officers have to be rerecruited. These people don't have the potential.
He never said that.
That is surprise.
Yeah,
He never said that in words. He
You
never
said
said
that when we were practicing shooting. You said that.
Yeah,
Oh, you
just-
know how to carry a gun? No. What have I done? What do you want to do?
You did smile by saying that 35 people from our army have been kidnapped. And that's how you serve your nation. That's what the patriotism and nationalism you show and show towards the nation.
Chief, you know what kind of a person. I make such sarcastic smirk whenever something happens.
That did not look like a smirk.
People are going to bite the dust in the water. That's all I can say.
They are capable and they will win.
Ask them.
I bet.
Are you really capable?
Yeah.
What makes you specifically in this system? Who's that?
Mr. Redwood.
Mr. Edward.
No, Varanda. Miss Olivia, you tell me. You were not even able to carry a revolver, and your hand was shivering when you were in the practice. How are you going to use the modernized weapons?
It was actually the first time I tried. Now it's 10 years I'm having experience, and now we are all capable and we will work.
We are the
Yes. And they are very well trained and they will.
Officer Edward, you too. Hey, Officer Edward, you have also given the approval for this new filthy idea that the defense minister has brought up.
See, the new officers which are replaced or have they have to carry weapons, and they are using the pistols in the target practice, and it was really wonderful. And me and defense were seeing, and even the chief also seeing it. So that so we accepted defense minister's ideas.
And at the same time, that's so young.
Yeah. Officer Sophia.
Miss Sophia.
So young. Have you since like 10 years since you have joined this post? And have you ever read the report of each people here? Do you know all the potential they have? All the
I know.
what do you
Yes.
know?
She was running a sewing company, and what the best that she can do is sew clothes, and stitch clothes. And she was working in a call center, answering telemarketing calls, and she was working in a boutique shop, and she was selling the fancy items, and she was a middle school teacher. And she was
No, I think you're talking about your ex-girlfriends. No, it's fine, sorry.
Mr. Vikiraj, wait. I'm only talking about one of
Sophia.
The Sophia has the capacity to turn an act to life. So that's how she motivates every peer, whether it is a male soldier or female soldier.
Yeah.
Alright, please. Now, with whatever Nagalan and Mitra have finished, and Darshan will give a final bottom line because you volunteered for playing the role, so I have to. So Sophia comes back, and the don't forget Sophia comes back.
So now I play this.
Anybody else would like to add from the online team? To the PA to PSP, and Darshan is spinning off as the defense minister.
Yes, sir. I would like to, sir.
Yeah, come on.
Sir, I'm a little.
Kiran.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, I'm a little curious, sir. Even the defense minister isn't saying anything about women fighting, sir. Why are you demotivating women so much, sir? Is it a personal grudge?
No.
Because he can't do things which they can do. That's why.
Chief, you know how patriotic I am.
Yeah, and
I am patriotic, elegant lady. I am patriotic. That is why I am so much concerned. I don't want our country to bite the dust because of giving the entire force of the airstrikes to a filthy, untrained female officers.
What? Filthy?
You shouldn't be not
How dare you say that,
that's why you
sir?
pocketed 100 crores last year, right?
No, I don't like the female gender, and that is why I did not get
Why?
married.
Because someone rejected you twice or thrice?
No.
You cannot
Oh,
allow
5 times. What are you saying?
You cannot allow your personal things.
What kind of a defense minister our country has when other foot-grounded idiots are speaking and shouting? This guy is an idiot, a literal idiot.
Hey, my name is Sundaresan, okay?
Who has been trump-carded and who has been stopped by the Pakistani soldiers last year. And defense minister, you know it.
He defeated the Chinese art planes in a dogfight. You have to remember that.
Yeah, he is capable of a dogfight, that I can understand.
No, that's a technical term.
Okay, you wouldn't know. He wouldn't know.
Suresh Yadav, you are going to pay the price for this wrong decision, dude.
This is the right decision.
PA. Last year in Diwali, he was getting scared of the fireworks.
See.
And you have to criticize these people who take care of fighter planes.
The point is, Chief, if these people, with the kind of outlandish training they are holding, if you are giving top positions and with these kind of effective senior officers who are really the benchmark of India when the war zone is activated, you are really going to embarrass yourself. That's what I said.
They're well trained officers.
No,
Come on, okay, forget about the mail that I said. Suresh has got his own mail. At least do them. At least try to do
Officers.
Yeah, they'll be reporting to them. That's what I'm saying.
the new mail that Suresh sent, those people are also going to report to these people?
Yeah, of course.
Give me a break, come on, have you gone mad? How can that be
They're more
possible?
qualified than you.
It would be
What have you done for us?
I'm not a soldier, I'm just a PA here.
Yeah, that's
Understand?
what-
That is
PA,
the Indian
PA,
constitution.
Here, who are you to discriminate women?
You have no role to play in defense.
My entire point, elegant lady, is very simple. I mean, you've got to be proud that I'm calling you elegant, by the way. Who dash elegant? You are just a lady, that's it, what I would like to say. You see, the point is, I'm just a politician, a raw politician. And if I had been, even this defense minister was having a little bit of experience being in this warfare, but I did not have. And that's the only thing that is not allowing me to become a defense minister. Okay, right, so that's.
And you will never become one.
You see, mark my words. You people are going to surrender your own selves to toil.
Okay.
I'm saying that to you.
If
Yeah.
not,
We
what
will
do
see.
you do?
And
Sorry?
Yes, sir, and mark my words, you are definitely going to stop discrimination against women.
And you will be behind the bars for corruption one day.
What is it?
So if not, they're not surrounding it, what will you do?
Put a bullet on my head. You.
Really?
Your own self. Yes. You.
Oh.
You.
We are all-
Your own self. With whatever training that you have for loading the gun. Put a bullet. I mean, you don't even know how to load a fire pin.
That's not required. They're handling fighter planes. Come on, why do they require guns now?
kick the plastic chair away.
Yeah.
You
What do you do?
if you are a soldier, it doesn't mean that I cannot hit you.
That
Come to
is
the
dialysis machine. Go on.
Yeah.
See, waste my kid. Go.
No. Don't punch the needle is in the burst your bottle.
Is this a kind of a respect that you want?
You don't deserve any respect.
You want this guy is literally stomping me. I'm a hard
He's the
He's stomping
Oh,
me.
you are
He
just
bumped his chest on me.
chief marshal. He has all the right
See,
to do that.
I'm having some symptoms now.
Yeah.
That's what.
Better. No one call the ambulance. Let him
This
die.
guy has assassinated me. He has character assassinated me and he has physically made
Yes, man. Yes, man. You do that. Tell me what you do. Huh?
Literally, you're an anti-gay.
You are after a filthy PA.
He's a
You have no place here. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, who are you to be here?
Go do the job.
Only thing is good at is bringing samosas.
Yes.
That is
bring
my
my
concept.
concept of samosa.
No.
Yes, go and get an
Just fix
admission
like-
here.
No,
Go to
but-
the hospital yourself.
Bring samosas for these lady officers.
Sir, he's drawing anything. Tell him you don't
Putting a sign.
What is it?
No, his mission has failed, right? He wanted to get them out of here, but his mission has failed.
Go and never show your face again.
Yeah.
Yes, go on.
There you go. I have attacked a soldier. Take action against him. Shoot. In the defense minister's office. Shoot.
Calm down.
Even if you die right now, you're not going to realize your mistake.
He's out of
You must realize your mistake before you die.
No, he's Karthik.
What do you want to speak? Officer Kiran, what do you want to speak? Tell me. What do you
If you
want?
want to die, then you have to realize your mistake.
So you're all cursing me, huh? You're all cursing me. That goddamn soldier. I'll see that you are.
If that's what you want to call it, then okay.
What are you going to
Go to
do?
the
Are
hospital.
you going to bring a fighter plane over here?
Yes, go to the
I was
hospital.
going to Ashes stand.
He doesn't even know to fire a Diwali gun.
You people are going to fall down as a nation because of these ladies.
That's
Go.
why he is into it.
That is a
Curse.
No one cares. Get out.
And if we don't, we see that you are put in jail for corruption and for acts of
I will
disrespecting
tender
seniors.
resignation.
No, I will like to tender a letter which fires you out of your job.
Give this letter. Get out.
Yeah. You are sacked. You are fired. You are
No, severance pay also for you. Go.
So,
Hey, come inside.
Get out of here.
Okay, sit. Come on. Yeah. Kritika at the back.
Sir, you know, some joke you
I'm really sorry for what has happened now. So, he's written something about you? What is it?
No, his mission has failed. He came here to fire these
That
officers.
is unreadable words.
ABC then.
He never studied, right? He failed in 8th standard.
So, officers, the plan remains the same, irrespective of all the chaos that lunatic has been making here. And officer, I'm really sorry on behalf of him.
Sir,
He's been-
when will the new weapons arrive, sir?
I went to get the security guard, sir, but before that he itself.
No, it's okay.
I heard that he assaulted him also.
Hey, he assaulted you.
Naresh Sharma.
No, Karthik Aditya.
No, I think he has gone to a Stockholm and come back here.
Sir, it's Kritik Aditya, not Karthik Aditya.
Something, come on. Okay.
So it was Adityan who got attacked, and Adityan, you still have the problem in your mind, I believe. I think the psychiatrist has to check it. Right, so the
Sir, when will
idea
the
is
weapon arrive, sir?
tomorrow
He's
morning.
just like his friend Abhi.
Tomorrow morning.
So he might be the spy from the enemy side, sir. I think he just hacked.
Officer, don't worry. I mean, he's not that capable of being a spy.
Yeah.
You have seen him how he behaves. I'm sorry, no offense is meant, and I have dismissed him. He's no longer extending his duties and responsibilities.
So he
Yes.
has a lot of influence.
Yes, Edward.
yeah, glad to hear that the PA is being dismissed from the camp because he keeps on discriminating women, but he is not going to win the war with
That's
men along.
That's my supreme responsibility, Mr. Edward. I cannot underestimate, and I cannot allow anybody to underestimate our own officers, no matter the gender is. Officers are officers,
Thank
male
you, sir.
officers and female officers.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Sir, these,
Excuse me, sir.
yes, Prabhu.
No, sir, in character, sir. As Sunil, sir.
Yes, yes, sir. Tell me.
Sir, the first time which happened like this, then in that time I told this you need to kick out him, sir. But after a big fight, it happened.
Officer, already I'll have to face severe consequences from the Prime Minister. We never know what kind of cooked up stories he is going to tell the Prime Minister. And yes, of course, things have been recorded and the Prime Minister will not be believing all this. The Prime Minister is not a techie man. He never goes for any technology inventions. He will be asking and he will be inquiring, he will be conducting investigation, he will be conducting court martial to the lady officers, and only then he will believe. So I'll have to take a lot of responsibilities and I need to face consequences. But anything for the country, I will take the consequences, face the consequences.
So proud of you, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Take your time, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Ask one thing, sir. This might make it very easier for him to be dismissed, sir.
Okay.
We have mechanism. What if someone, hypothetically speaking, were to anonymously send the footage to the register? Anonymously. Someone, if they did, we can't stop them. Like, we wouldn't know who they did.
Do you doubt any of your friends?
No, sir. I'm just asking you, sir. If someone were,
You also.
it could be me also, sir. Very well. So, if it somehow reached the news channels,
Mr. Suresh Yadav, what's wrong with you?
I think.
We had a tablet.
Sir, he's not.
He got blown away on his foot.
put it aside.
Those just.
He is suspecting himself, he is suspecting all the girls here. He is
Oh.
suspecting you
Yeah,
also.
sometimes he gets restless. That's a problem.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
I don't hear you.
Racing heart rate.
See, he has forgotten whatever he does.
What?
Yeah, he has racing heart.
What racing?
I think as Hitler used to have some lunatic members, he can also be coming in.
Sir, but he's a right-hand man of the DM. What if he manipulates?
What's the worst thing that could happen? I might be dismissed, right? I'm ready for it.
Sir,
So,
you are such a person that the nation needs only you, sir.
Yes, sir. But protest, sir.
In any case, I would like to say that I would like to volunteer to take calculated risks for making you people enable in the war.
Thank you, sir. So proud of you, sir.
Thank you, Jai Hind, all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Meet you after the war.
Thank you, sir. Jai Hind, sir.
Right, out of
Thank you,
character,
sir.
freeze. Now Vedashin will come to the middle and he will explain the response.
So now, spy can edit or no?
ஆமா வாரம்லாம் நம்ம பண்ண முடியும். So
That's wrong. Bharat will be somewhere in the
This boy, yeah.
பண்ணலாம். Very good.
Please.
Now this is the next sequence. கேட்டதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இல்லை. நீங்க எல்லாம் இங்க வந்து குறைஞ்ச மாதிரி கேட்டீங்க. The next sequence. The war is over. India has won the war. Though it has really gone into the trench, the female officers have accomplished. Defense Minister comes for giving them an appreciation. And so, when the announcement is being made, Suresh Yadav, who has been the Commander-in-Chief, he comes and makes an announcement, but he has got a little bit of a dull face. And everybody asks, we should be celebrating. Of course, in the army, the cake வெட்டிக்கிறது குதிக்கிறது இதெல்லாம் அவங்க பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. அப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ணிக்குவாங்க, சந்தோஷமா இருப்பாங்க, லைட் மியூசிக் ஒன்று ப்ளே ஆகும், அவ்வளோதான். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி இப்போ இருக்கும்போது ஏன் அப்படி உமன் இருக்கு, ஏன் அப்படி டல்லாக இருக்குன்னு சுரேஷ் யாதவ் எல்லாரும் கேட்குறாங்க. இதில் நான் இருக்க மாட்டேன். அப்போ சுரேஷ் யாதவ் சொல்கிறேன், no, Torrid has not been defeated. They are coming up with another battalion of almost about 6,500 soldiers. அப்போ ஃபீமேல் ஆஃபீஸர் சொல்கிறாங்க, பிட்டா எவ்ரி இன்ச் ஆஃப் அ சோல்ஜர் ஹஸ் பீன் டேக்கன் கேர் ஆஃப். அவங்ககிட்ட இனிமேல் ஆர்மியை ரெக்ரூட் பண்ணி யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ் ரெக்ரூட் பண்ணி ட்ரெயின் பண்ணி வர்றதுக்கு எப்படி அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு 15 வருஷம் ஆகும். 6,500 சோல்ஜர்ஸ் எங்கிருந்து அவங்க கொடுத்தாங்க அப்படின்னு. அப்போ வருஷம் என்ன சொல்கிறாங்கன்னா, இல்லை நம்மளுக்கு இன்னும் 1 monthல அடுத்த வேலை இருக்குது அப்படின்னோன்னா, தட் இஸ் ஹவு த ஸ்மோக் ஸ்டார்ட்ஸ் கெட்டிங் ஃப்ளோன். தட் இஸ் தென் ஹூ இஸ் கிவிங் தி இன்ஃபர்மேஷன். நம்ம கிட்ட வந்துட்டு வெறும் 3,500 சோல்ஜர்ஸ் தான் இப்போ இருக்காங்க. நிறைய பேர் இறந்துட்டாங்க, நம்ம சோல்ஜர்ஸ் இறந்துட்டாங்க, 3,500 பேர் தான் இருக்காங்க. அதை வந்து சொல்லி அது 3,500 விட 6,500 அப்படின்னா ஸ்பை யாரோ இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு வருஷம் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கப்போ டிஃபென்ஸ் மினிஸ்டர் உள்ள வர டிஃபென்ஸ் மினிஸ்டர் அதே ஃபீல் பண்றாரு. ஓகே, பட் அவர் அப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ணாரு. அதுல இருந்து சில டிஸ்கஷன்ஸ் போகும்.
So அப்பதான் ஸ்பை யாரு சொல்றீங்க.
அப்பதான் வந்து வருஷம் சொல்றோம் ஸ்பை யாருங்கிறது நாங்க பிளான் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். அந்த பிளான்ல நீங்க அப்படியே அகாமடேட் பண்ணி
So will this be considered in
I
part?
have the doubt அப்படிங்கிற ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் குத்தகை எடுத்துருக்கோம் பாத்துக்கீங்களா?
Sir, we have a part 2 of this. Sir, 6,500 soldiers இன்னும் வருவாங்க.
அது அவங்க
சண்டை நடக்கும் சார்.
பொறுத்திருந்து பாடா.
அந்த ஸ்பையை கண்டுபிடிச்சா
Suspense of
correct. Three. Nitin Murugan, you will start the proceedings. You have to speak as though the war has been finished. Can you?
Yes, sir.
Right. So the next sequence starts. 3, 2, 1, go.
We won the war.
Yes, good job, everyone. We all did good. Only a few of us were wounded, but everybody made it like alive. So yeah, good job, everyone. And
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. And you did a very good major job, sir, in this war.
All my students did a great job.
good job, everyone.
I think it would have been better if Mr. P is there.
Yeah, Balaji and I.
I think he killed himself or something.
Oh, he's fine. Diwali got something in his phone.
Oh, he finally got the
Actually,
yeah.
Maybe he's practicing to do that.
Yes, Edward.
This is trying him and training him. Yeah, Edward is saying something.
Edward, sir.
So, congratulations on winning the war. So, and we have the women officers have been cooperatively allied with the male officers, and they have won the war. So, congratulations to us.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Edward, sir. What you said was very nice points.
Yeah.
We all heard, sir.
You took care of the Punjab regiment well, sir.
Good job, everybody, steps.
No, Peter.
You were
I was in the war. I was attacked, but it was not
your leg got cut off and
no such a big injury. You were
No, the knife got
Sir,
cut
your
off.
recovery is
Oh, the knife broke and it tried to
Yeah.
hit his leg. Yeah, yeah.
I think you are still suffering from trauma stage. I got out.
No, just like dementia, no problem.
what is that, sir?
Mr. Suresh Yadav wanted to speak, and he was informing that when it is time, I'm supposed to give him the place. So I'm doing the honors.
Suresh, sir.
What's it, my student?
There are lots of enjoyment going on here. We are overjoyed, but what about you, sir?
Peter,
Yes,
what
sir.
do you want the samosa?
Someone died, huh?
No, what's the reason for?
We won in the war.
We
sir.
won the war.
We
We
did
won the
it.
war, sir.
We
We
got
We sent a star in.
What are you saying, sir?
Yes. Back
We crushed solid planes and
Trash.
soldiers. You crushed them.
That's a big deal.
Tip of the
Sir?
tip of the
Tip of the head, sir.
tip of the iceberg.
That is the tip of the iceberg.
Sir, what do you mean, sir?
What is that?
What?
I mean
What's
that
that
we
with you?
have second phase of war with them.
Second phase?
Yeah.
It will take
We killed all
at least
the soldiers.
20 years for them to come. They have to
Yes, sir.
recruit
all the
they have to
soldiers.
take new people. They have
Okay, how many men do they have?
We have.
Sir, they don't have any military powers,
What will
but
they
how
do?
is it possible?
Okay, we
It's
also have
impossible.
3,000 fighters.
That's possible.
How is it possible, sir? Come on, sir. Do they have some spy out there or something?
They need
All
to.
the
This is not possible. How they will have spy? The spy would have gone back now if the war.
Yeah, we would have killed the guy.
Yeah, we would have found the
Officer
spy.
Suresh Yadav.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Sit down, please.
Sir, Suresh sir is saying something
Yes, sir.
like second phase of war. More
What,
than
sir?
reputed. We are going to
Not
have
train
another.
again then, sir.
Yes, sir, he's saying 6,000.
Please be honest, sir.
6,500.
First of all, my fellow mates, I really congratulate all of you. Congratulations on making India proud.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
And female officers, you have really made
Thank you.
such a So,
One more 3 minutes.
we would like to, shall we give them a standing ovation if you don't?
Thank you, sir.
Why are you getting such a sorry face, Mr. Suresh Yadav? What is wrong with you?
Sir, you don't know the information?
I know.
I think then that's the main problem, sir.
So,
They have high manpower, sir, than us. They have more soldiers.
How is this possible?
life is 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And I would like to make an announcement as a Defense Minister of India that Torrid is still not over. And if you people think that Torrid has been buried alive, under the soil. No, it's not the case. They are coming up with another war as Officer Suresh Yadav mentioned. They are coming up with 6,500 soldiers, and we don't have that much soldiers ready for war footing in another 1 month's span of time. We are going to have another war in 32 days' time.
Sir, how can they recruit?
possible.
How do they know, sir? How do they recruit 6,500?
How can they know exactly the number of persons that we have?
I mean, how do they
can
currently? Yes, how do they currently find the number
Sir, they
for
really spy.
overcome us?
That's what is my doubt as
Sir, and how they made it in
There is some
a very
spy
smart
You had been giving all the information, no offenses, officer. You had been giving all the informations about the world technological equipments, and you had been speaking about Hydra, you had been speaking about SHIELD, you had been speaking about all the third-party defense academy that is present in the nation, and both in India and in Torrid. So I think I will have to make an inquiry commission against you specifically, officer. You could be the spy. Now, how can you argue? I don't want anybody to speak in between when this is kind of
sir,
interrupting.
out of character, I have to leave, sir.
Alright, Nitin, see you tomorrow then.
Bye,
Bye, everyone. Bye, sir. Bye, Nathan Kishan. Sir, I also need to leave now, sir.
Alright, bye, Kiran. Good friend. Okay, so, Mr. Officer, do you have any explanation? You could be the spy, and I can ensemble a separate commission having Abdul Rahim, Suresh Yadav, Aditya now here, and of course Victoria and Sophia as a separate inquiry commission, and I can deploy them against you. Do you have any answers?
But, sir, in the war of against China, sir, we all use that, sir. That's why I mentioned that.
We lost it, right?
Yeah, Suresh.
So still now you have not mentioned how those main strikers in the Indian Air Force are kidnapped.
You have a better answer for that?
And you
I
know
was along with you. I was
the
along
phones
with you.
keep on ringing, sir.
Thank you.
Who is it, sir? Is it the TSA that got her?
Calm down, Aditya, sir.
You've been taking care of.
Fire right.
Sit down. Sit down.
Okay.
Sit down.
Officer.
Why are you so worried that the phone is ringing? Answer my question. How do they know? You could also be a spy. Right?
That's number from Torrid, sir. Can easily be from
Plus 74, sir.
414.
That's right.
Plus 4. How?
So how can you get a call from Tower?
Is it the TS sponsor that you're having? Is he the spy? He could be the spy, sir.
He is so dumb. He is not that qualified enough to be a spy.
Defense Minister of Torrid calls me quite often. Defense Minister of Torrid calls me quite often. And post-war, we were having discussions. And this is my official affair. They have to reveal every damn thing to you, Officer Suresh Yadav.
So 2 minutes, sir. 2 minutes.
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Sir, Peter Robinson need to play some footage, sir, and he needs your passport. Come on, sir.
You can speak.
Defense Minister.
Differences.
Passport on speed.
Joke பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காதீங்க.
Sir.
Good officer, police sir.
Why is he here?
He will say,
Yeah, what's it?
You know, I'm a sensible fellow not to barge in such a serious meeting that you have with Officer Suresh Yadav. Your private jet that is provided by the government needs to be reviewed, and it has to be, it's a customary thing that post-war it has to be put into the service. So for that we need your passport, and the government has to approve your passport, and only then we will be able to do that. And I would like to show you a footage. It's my responsibility to show the footage because before we give to the service, we need to check the interiors of the private jet, and that's my responsibility. So, can I show you the footage?
Yeah, sure, Peter. You could have said it before, right?
yes, and you will know why.
Yeah, playing the screen key.
Face, now I am spinning back as Defense Minister. Dakshin becomes Harish Sharma.
Sir, Peter Robinson, sir.
How was that? How's that?
You would have told me Peter has this sufficient information. Why were you speaking as if you were having something? Wait a minute, Dr. Suresh, is everything good between you and me?
Yes, sir.
Are we good?
Yes, sir.
You guys are friends.
No, I have lot of respect.
Speak to the defense minister. An officer cannot be a defense minister's friend. Ladies, do you have any questions to me? Yeah, Peter, we will have the footage later.
No,
Sir,
Peter,
no, sir,
Let's see it right
Let's see it,
now.
let's see it.
Let's see a few strategies.
Sir,
want to
that's
see
the
it.
formality
Please, sir.
and he should play now.
You want to have a
We
look
need to
at
strategize for the war that is coming in 30 days.
Sir,
Sir,
It's a defense minister you are speaking to. And it's a goddamn order. You understand that? We need to have a strategy that is going
Sir,
to be
this is a
speak.
formality.
I know this is not the way I usually speak. I'm a very soft guy. And I want to stay like that.
Sir,
And
footage is already
don't force
playing.
it.
This is the formality.
Yes, sure.
Sir, sir,
Explain, sir.
Wow, what a plane. Beautiful, sir. So lucky.
Yeah,
This is huge, sir.
Peter, stop there.
Yes,
Just
sir.
zoom in.
Zooming in, sir.
Near the second seat.
What is that?
Zooming second seat.
Near the yellow bag. Please zoom in.
302. Seat number 302. And there is an yellow bag and there is a case there, sir.
So please check that case and just check that logo. Please fast. And
Wait a
just-
minute, that's my private jet that you are barging and you are not supposed to zoom in like that.
That's
And
an
that's a
order,
case
sir,
of
from
my
Prime Minister.
bracelet. That's a case of my bracelet.
Then no problem, sir. Let's see,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
What company?
Yes,
No,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir, let's see.
It's a platinum bracelet.
Maybe he could also buy, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir. Oh, you can't afford it.
Peter, please.
Sir,
Peter Robinson reporting, sir, and it is a case of the bracelet. And the bracelet is Pioneer Systems bracelet. And if it is the defense minister's bracelet, we need to check the bracelet if it is then the same Pioneer system on his bracelet.
check that, Peter.
Check the.
Check it.
That's Peter.
Peter, stop it right now. What are you doing?
No.
Officer Suresh Yadav, Officer Adityan, ma'ams, do I have the permission to test the defense?
Yes, sir. Why not?
Yeah. Yo, what are you doing? Come on.
Sir,
Who gave you the
sir,
right to do all
just a
this?
small
Prime Minister,
sir.
sir.
We are just checking the quality of your
Bylaws of the parliament says that if a defense minister has to be investigated or interrogated,
But you never
the
informed
soldiers
me.
have the upper command, and my commanding officers now are Naresh, Adityan, Suresh Yadav, Taylor, and all these people, and I'm supposed to obey their orders.
You had to inform me beforehand about all this.
It's not matching it.
Peter Robinson would like to report to you, sir. This bracelet is entirely different from that of the case.
So, sir, I will
You have two
explain.
different bracelets. What's wrong? Oh, beautiful.
Please, now, Suresh Yadav has found out a clue that there was a bracelet case onto the private jet which was given by the government to the defense minister, and he says that's the bracelet's case, this bracelet's case, and Peter Robinson checks it and he gives a shocking revelation to everybody that the bracelet is not matching with that of the case. And now let us continue what people like Suresh Yadav and the other officers are doing. It's not my bracelet. So,
Sir, I think I can explain very clearly.
no, since actually I can explain. I have got multiple.
No, sir, no, sir.
I can have.
Sir, let him
Sir, let him explain. You
Let him
have the
explain,
right
sir.
to be silent, and I will have to
And
speak
now
first
we
of
have
all.
the right to
I am the
question.
defense minister, goddamn it.
Sir,
I'm still
one
there.
minute.
You are under investigation.
Yes.
Please understand. We are not going to do anything, sir.
Which chief is here to investigate?
Prime Minister.
You people are.
Prime Minister himself.
Who is the chief here?
One
Who is the
minute,
chief here?
wait, sir.
Who is the chief here? Are you a chief? What gives you the bloody right that you
But now
are
you
standing
are
as if
investigation,
popping your
sir.
chest up?
But you're
Sir.
under
Yes,
investigation,
sir.
sir. It's the way.
Please, sir,
Prime Minister,
cooperate with
sir.
us. PM's orders, sir. Please.
When will we get the PM's order? It's a defense minister who will get the PM's order for you.
Sure, later.
Even if you have to use the washroom, I'll have to get the PM's order. You understand?
He didn't want to directly hand it over to you.
That's
That's why.
Peter Robinson, you're fired with effect from now. Get out!
You don't have the right to do this now,
Please.
sir.
Peter, he hasn't even signed a termination letter, sir. Please.
So please cooperate.
The logo bag, it is mentioned that it belongs to Taurus, sir. And it clearly mentioned that's the bracelet of Taurus defense minister. And what is the connection between you and Taurus defense minister in your private jet? And that's this bracelet, and we have proof.
Good. The
Suresh,
Told
sir,
them.
are you trying to come and say that he's the spy?
Maybe.
maybe.
How is it possible?
He's the defense minister.
Just trying to get out the connection. I didn't say he's the spy.
I think he's.
Sir, what did you
Sir,
say?
again,
Sir, you're not allowed to.
Sir, we are
In the
just
middle of-
deleting all this.
Sir, what are you doing, sir?
Yes, sir.
Sir, in the middle of the interrogation, you're not supposed to
Your
use.
contact list is already been saved, and we can even operate from the.
Sit down, all of you.
Yeah, please explain.
The case that you saw in the private jet belongs to the Defense Minister of Thailand. But it's not as worse as you people imagine. We are having a courtesy meet post-war, and Defense Minister of Thailand has been granting me the appreciation for using you female officers. And he said that in India, female officers are always undermined, but you are a unique person and you use the female officer's potential and you have won. So, on that note, he was giving me a very good appreciation, Mr. Suresh.
Oh,
You understand?
but we have a war next month, right?
Yes.
And why didn't this come to the news, sir? How did he get in?
It was a private meeting and we did not have any place. When a war is going on, can you have a meeting in a 3-star hotel or 5-star hotel?
Sir, now we have an investigation, sir. Last question, sir. You please answer what happened to the main strikers and how did they get kidnapped?
Yes, sir. We will the truth also.
It's so embarrassing, Officer Suresh. You had been a tiny little fellow when you were recruited. You didn't even know how to catch a rat gun. And I recruited the best training officer for you and Aditya. And Aditya was known for his lethal shooting, and Naresh here has been known for his way of handling the battalion. And Rahim, Taylor, every single lady officer is known for their own wish because of my training. And now you are questioning me just because you have got a kind of a clue. An official meeting that was approved even by the Prime Minister, and you people are questioning me.
So it's an order from.
One day you mentioned that the Defense Minister is the godfather of all the female officers, didn't you?
I did.
And now
sir.
where is the godfather image?
I did, but now the circumstances that's happening now change all over the situation.
You mentioned that the PA has to be given a strong message and you wanted the PA to come back. So that's the kind of a zeal that you had. Now you are questioning and you have forgot the kind of the victory laugh that you had all of a sudden just because of that stupid calling that I might be a suspicious person.
Sir, past is past. Let's focus on the future. So obviously you may be one of these five.
How ridiculous it is to imagine that a defense minister of a nation could be a spy.
Yeah.
That's the biggest stretch of the nation that could ever happen.
He is the defense minister. He knows everything and each and everything that is happening in India. How can you think he is a spy? Am I right, guys?
Yeah.
He's
He's
the
the
one
one
who
who
has
has
all
all the information.
He is the one who has all the
Yeah.
information.
Sir,
How
I
can
didn't
he
say
become
he is
a
a
spy?
spy?
You didn't say he's a spy. I'm just asking how they get kidnapped, sir. Just answer that.
Sir, can
If
you
you're
Yes,
not a
sir,
spy,
right.
then
That
that's
doesn't
not
matter, sir. How
We
did
will
he
have
know?
to find that one together.
But, oh, you don't know that, sir?
No, I don't know. I don't have any clue. I was asking the defense minister the same question and he doesn't have the answer either.
Sir, then who did, sir? China came in the middle or Pakistan?
Sir, but we
Maybe
know
some
who's-
encroaching country which is not very much okay with the way that you people are handling yourselves. And we have just ordered almost about 15.5 crores of mechanical vehicles, the tanks and the ammunition and the artificial intelligence nanotechnology provoked weapons. Even that country could have been so much jealous of us and they could have kidnapped me.
So, do you think if Todd can have a spy in our army, do you think we will not have spies there?
Don't we have a spy of our own self? Edward is a spy. You know that. And don't you think that I don't have the information that you have said Edward as a spy in the toilet?
Yeah, Edward is a spy.
Edward is a spy, right?
Yeah, and
Right.
we have the proof that
So-
you were there in the camp.
Sir, it would be very obvious
What
that.
proof? What proof do you have? And you say that you use the
No,
word
no,
obvious. When a person is really suspected and when you are using the word obvious, it means that you are coming close to the criminal. You are coming close to the accused. You mean to say that I am the accused here?
Yes, sir, I'm coming to say that because it would be obvious. Because the whole nation, the army officers and the other officials are not allowing, and even your PA, what he said, he disrespected the woman, us, and he also discriminated.
And I stood with
Wait,
respect.
wait, sir, let me complete. Please. He discriminated. There was a big discrimination issue going on in India, and that could be easily recognized by the Tory people and the army officers. And it could be obvious for them to know that you are very good and you are a very good official in India, not like the PA of your own. So they could easily make you as a spy.
Is he even an Indian citizen? Was he born in India? Did he grow up in India? For all we know, he just
I am an Indian. Even the phone that I am using is an Indian brand. It's called as TechnoSpark and it is made in India. The bracelet is made in
You are
India.
having Indian phones, but that does not matter, sir.
What's the proof you are an Indian?
See, wearing Indian watch. Wait.
You dumb fool. If I am not an Indian, how could the government make me a defense minister? You idiot.
It has to be.
What questions do you have, Suresh Yadav? You are a bunch of cat inside. And you are a fox.
15 members who were kidnapped are now safe under our custody, sir. If we contact them and ask who contacted you to come to the specified ground, you will easily.
What do you mean by safe? How did you make them?
A special team extracted them.
How did you make them safe?
We have a special
We
team
have
for that
spies, sir,
and
and he just
extracting
revealed
them.
the
Show me
location
the
where they
evidence.
are.
Show me the evidence. And it has to be reported to me.
Because you are under investigation and you are not supposed to know that, sir. Peter, please.
We are not under your
Connect video
control, sir.
conference with them.
Streaming live, sir. It's on the screen already.
Take a look at this.
What is?
And the contact list and the contacts
Wow.
you created in your phone are
Wonderful.
already uploaded.
Wonderful, Mr. Suresh Yadav. I really appreciate you for this.
Brilliant, sir.
It's really
Sir,
good.
why didn't you ask them, sir?
Give
They
them
could
a
have
good
seen
clap
them,
for-
sir.
Let's speak to them, sir.
Clap for Suresh Yadav. Yeah.
Great, you proved that you're a student now.
Still not over, sir.
Why didn't you ask them?
I'll ask them. It's my responsibility. Thank you. On the way of charitable development. Monish Sharma. How are you? How are you, kid? How do you do?
Very well, sir.
Monish, it's a very sad day for the Indian government, and the Prime Minister is going to be really shocked if something of this sort is happening. Here I am put into a lot of embarrassment. Exclusively.
What embarrassment, sir?
There are three people: Officer Suresh, Officer Sophia, and Officer Naresh, and Officer Adityan. Rahim, you are on my side, right?
No, he's on our side.
So I am not on both sides.
Bro,
What?
support us, bro. What is this?
He is in justice side, I believe, sir.
Officer,
I don't know who
and
is
even the
this.
female officers, can you believe it? These people got the chance to fight for India because of me.
Talk the topic, sir. Don't try to distract.
Yes, sir. Don't be wrong.
And
Monish, Shah. Monish,
Yes, sir.
let's call the spade a spade. These people think that I have got something speculative in my motives and moves. Tell them that I am the same old grim Defense Minister of India.
so I'll make it clear. It's not my turn. Time
Oh.
over, sir. And
Time out. Are we running any quiz competition here?
no, sir. Your time's over. One question is allowed for you. That's it, sir. Monish Sharma.
Yes, sir.
And who called you that night for
Sir.
a separate conference meeting?
Sir,
Monish, how is your son?
Sir, don't talk.
7 years old son
Yes, two sons, sir.
who is weak in mathematics and who was supposed to undergo a brain surgery. And you said you did not have proper funds necessitated for that surgery.
Please,
And
under
how
our
is that
custody, don't
7-year-old son, Monish, and the surgery, has it been completed? And you said that your wife is suffering from blood
We can
cancer.
connect video
and-
conference at this time, and he is under our custody.
sir, my son and wife are very fine, sir. Thank you for asking. And I just want to say that the nation comes before them, sir.
And Monish, please answer the question I asked before.
Sir, on the day we received a notification to our pages, sir, that the defense minister wants to meet with us.
Mr. Bharati.
Okay, sir. Thank you, Monish. So, Edward,
Yes, sir.
you have the proof, right? Our defense minister of India was there in Doric's camp discussing about all the strategies of India.
Is my flight ready? I'm asking, is my flight ready?
Cancel that flight.
At what time?
Sir, you are under the investigation
You couldn't move anywhere.
No, he won't move from here.
of the
He won't
Indian
budge.
Sir, although you
Say
are
something.
there is
Thank
a investigation
you.
going
Thank
on.
you.
He said not quite ready.
Send me the
Yes,
vehicle to
please,
the airport.
here.
At once. Send me the vehicle to the airport.
Sir,
I am
So you
leaving.
can't leave.
we will not give the COVID every time, sir. The next step you take, the next step you take,
Yeah.
you'll be fine.
One put of
Although you gave us a training and obeyed us, and I can easily
Sir, what are you doing, sir?
Hey,
Where is the gun, sir?
These are
And we
the
cannot report it.
I don't know.
No.
And we have a wrestler over here. He
Very
can punch you.
Edward,
Don't leave him. Don't let him go.
He
Just
won't go, he
explain.
won't go. He won't budge a bit also.
ரொம்ப முக்கியமான
Just explain about the proof. You saw him, right?
Yes, sir.
sit down.
No.
And
Orders from you anymore.
he was so.
What do you want?
You want the truth.
Just say the truth, sir.
What do you want?
Just say the truth.
Excuse me, Suresh sir.
Yes, James, sir.
Sir, sorry sir, my name is Sunil sir.
No, I'm calling him.
Suresh Jain, your full name, right?
Yes, okay.
So sir, if you leave me sir, can I check the flight which our defense minister came sir, because the pilots will be recording the audio which they speak to the control room sir, and we can check that sir, because our defense ministers or the others voice will be recording in it sir.
Sunil, minutes back,
Sir, your voice is getting down, sir.
minutes back I said you could be the spy. And now you are turning the tables. And if you are so much intellectual, you should be encouraging him also. You understand? And as a matter of fact, I should separately put a unit to encourage you.
Sir,
The bloody person.
the thing
you
is simple.
We don't have any
disloyal,
jurisdiction
bloody.
right now, sir.
Who's disloyal, sir? Me or you?
You are disloyal.
Take care of that. Reveal the
Sir, the
truth,
thing
sir.
we want is simple, sir.
Why did he call
You
him?
need to act as the same spy. Now, you need to work for India. You need to distract them.
How can you believe him, Suresh?
Like,
He betrays the whole nation.
you should do that because his family is not control.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to connect with video conference, and they are still believing that you are very loyal to this country. If they know the news that all the money.
One
is earned-
scratch. One scratch if any of my family member gets because of your custody.
If
And
any
members
word
are
any single
hurting.
revealed there, 2 scratches will be there on their head.
Yeah. Just do. What is this? Go for more.
Yes, sir.
Believe them and I will give you all the information you want.
They are safe.
And trust me. You can trust me. No more talking. Believe me.
How can we believe?
That's an 85-year-old mother, and I don't want her to be in custody. She has to be in her field. Believe me. Believe my mother, believe my wife, believe my son, and believe my daughter. Then I will give you all the information. Give it the command.
Okay, we will believe that, but
Give the order to relieve my family.
Suresh,
You
do
first
it
have
right
to
now.
use the point of honesty, sir.
In the third of the
No, sir. Video conference to the family.
just say.
the officer of our
Oh,
way can't have that.
You first say a point of honesty and then our guns are loaded.
I have a daughter of your age, and that's what I'm saying. Relieve my family, and I will give you all the bloody goddamn information you want.
we will make them free. And this.
Don't listen to him.
Suresh, stream it live. Let him see for this. Yeah. Relieve them.
Just
Yeah.
remind yourself.
Are you happy now?
Believe that you are honest.
Okay.
Just distract them like.
No, wait. Let's hear the information first. What he has given to them.
The air strikers were very dominant, and they were so superior. You see, almost about 145 hours of training only will be given for an airstrike marshal. And those 16 airstrike marshals were given only 78 hours of training. So they were really good. One of the Russian Defense Academy administrator called me up and he said, "He'll be paying me 1,500 billion for 16 people who could do anything for doing the best in the airstrike." They were asking for 16 people. Fortunately, we had 18 people. 2 people got flunked and 16 people. They were really good. Lots of money got saved. 140 hours of training was cut down into 78 hours of training. And with 50% of the training, they were lethal, they were best the country could ever produce. 1,500 billion of Mr. Suresh, 1,500 billion. I said, okay. I spoke to Monish, who is bloody bad at that, and Monish said he would be getting the price cut. And he wanted some money for his son's operation and for his wife. And I paid him the cut. But I don't know how you took Monish into custody. Smart job, master stroke. So these 15 people were kidnapped and they were sent to Russia. Torrid Defense Academy also supported me because they wanted me to hit on the area where it will be painful. They wanted me to hand over all the kinds of the defense mechanism to the lady officers. You are shouting at my PA. Actually, he's a nice guy. Whatever PA shouted here, I was saying the same thing to the Torrid Defense Academy. These people are fit for nothing. I thought that these people are going to flunk and they will embarrass themselves and they will embarrass. And I was pretending as if I was having glorious kind of belief on these female people. But these people have made me bite dust by pushing me down, face down. And those 16 people got into Russia. And in the airport, this idiot has sent some spy. And the you idiot has sent Edward as a spy to Torrid. And that idiot over there in Torrid, he has informed whatever I was having as a discussion to Edward, and that Edward has leaked information.
Not only Edward. You just remember him, right?
Yeah.
All the information was
You couldn't smell the plan of the
letters. Silent killer. You remember SK?
Yeah, David.
Sir, out of time, sir. Over
So
Silent killer.
the good for nothing person who doesn't even speak in
Not good for
They
us.
did everything.
He lets his actions do the
SK
talking.
nickname person SK. SK stands for silent.
Silent
Killer.
That's the only station.
He's got the killer instinct.
And then the Torrid people mentioned that just give the biggest man force. It is like giving a fast moving car and the steering wheel of the car to a 2-year-old kid. That's what I thought. That's what I thought I would be doing in their case. But you know what has happened? Instead of holding the steering wheel as 2-year-old kid, these people had hold the steering wheel as if Formula 1 racers, and they have made it proud. And my plan got into fiasco. Torrid Defense Academy started threatening me. They thought that I was making a manipulation, and I had to meet him in the private jet. I assassinated him, he assassinated me. My bracelet got damaged and he took the bracelet. And that goddamn Dash did not take the case out of it. That's how I got caught here. But Russian people also mentioned that they wanted female police officers. After you win this war, you are in high demand in Russia. They want you. And I had promised that I would be selling them also. And I gave a remote information to Torrid that the female officers are leaving to Russia. Now if you attack India, India will be losing very badly. And the Torrid agency was really very much helpful. And they started collecting all the battalion. They got 6,500 in number. I was telling them to go for the second phase of the war after 85 days, but those people did not want to kick the rear end of India. And they wanted to do it in just 7 days. That was not in my plan.
That's simple. You say strategy what you want to say. Before that, talk to Mr. Silent Killer. Maybe that is.
What am I going to do by talking?
I will say the important strategy before it.
Because we want you to look into the eyes of the people who are responsible for the elements.
They're still working there as a spy, and you will just reveal the strategy, and we are working together.
My demise, Suresh Yadav. What are you going to do by okay, fine, so you can take my life out, but you think another defense minister, current defense minister will not come?
No, you are working for India now. As a spy, you are working
Not
for
the
them.
demands of your life, the demands of your career, the demands of your reputation, the demands of respect each and every Indian, each and every one of us in this room have for you. That's the demands of your life.
There you go, I gave the information and I got 1,500 billion into my bank account.
Oh no, we don't have that. No, already taken.
Yeah, the income
And
tax
that's taken-
officials will soon come to your home. And
Same
raid you,
for high-tech
raid your house, ransack everything.
That's right for the
That's
army.
it.
Can I kiss my old pistol only once, Officer Taylor? Can I get my pistol?
The job is not over, sir. Stay. And you need to
That's
go.
my old pistol and I
If
need
you
to
get the
take
pistol,
it.
you'll pop one in your head, you'll kill yourself.
Shut up, I'm not a fool like you.
You should not get your
Don't
gun
be too
very
smart,
easily,
okay?
Mr.
Keep the horses inside,
Defense
your
Minister.
pants. What?
Not a defense minister now.
What?
You should not get your death soon and very easily.
Until and otherwise I receive at least a single fax from the Prime Minister that I have dismissed as a defense minister, I'm not going to accept.
Yes, that
I'm
will
not-
happen soon. Why not? Within 5 minutes.
Do all the
Yeah, the
duty.
bureaucrats will arrive soon.
Do all the duty.
No. It's not realistic.
Do all the duty.
See, everything
see-
will be clear. Wait,
You
let's
see,
explain.
as a defense minister, if you feel that I will be kneeling down, stumbling all the powers, and just like that piece of trash told that I'll be putting a bullet on my head, all those things are not going to
Yeah, that's
happen.
not going to
I'm not
happen.
that kind of a person. And whatever you are going to say, I'm not going to obey that, right?
Now be honest. At least now work for your country.
Yeah.
Please.
What do you want
Remember
me
your
to do?
family members.
What do you want me to do?
You need to
Do the same thing which
explain.
you did for Torrid.
Torrid
This time,
is
change the
that.
sides and do it for India. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
Swap the sides.
You need to explain that Air Force in India is not now activated because all this fighting planes are now damaged, so there is not going to be any fighter planes. So just focus on the field and not in the air.
2 questions. What will you do if I'm not doing that?
We'll take care of your family members.
Yes, you are the
Your mother is
65-year-old,
85 years.
85-year-old mother,
And your 11-year-old son. Your
7-year-old
More than that,
daughter.
you need to prove that you are not
Yeah.
loyal to this country.
I didn't say my second question.
What's it?
What if they say family? Go to hell.
Then
Then
you'll
your
have to go
mentor?
to Delhi.
Wow, please.
We'll kill your mentor.
Who is my mentor?
That's
Kill.
Yeah, we will do a lot of surveys and we will kill him
You haven't answered my
in
second
front of your
question.
eyes.
You haven't answered my second question.
Please, yes.
My second question is, what if I say family, go to hell?
Then I think we
Why
have
not?
to
We'll
take care
kill
of
all the person you love.
No, let's
The
not kill
mentor,
him. Kill
the
him. Let's
teacher.
not.
You were the yes sir. Come here.
No.
I'm not Officer Aditya to love everybody that goes onto the road. This is a different
The
thing.
your role model in front of your eyes, the one who you inspire the most and the one whom you admire like you want to become like him.
Officer Sophia, the one person who I wanted to be admiring always is not on the earth. His name is Manikandan, his name is Sundaresan, and he is upstairs in the heaven. That's my dad, okay? I've got nothing to lose. Go ahead.
Okay, kill your family. Will you be honest for your country?
Country has not done anything to me.
So what have you done for your
Mr.
country?
Let's just Defense Minister of India. Other than that, what we want?
Let's tell everyone that he was a god. He's a
What is the kind
god.
of assurance? Okay, fine. So let's take in the imagination. What is the imagination that if I do whatever you are trying to say, and if I go there to Torrid carrying the information that you wanted me to do and the instructions, what if they kill you? What kind of assurance you are giving that they are not going to kill you?
They think they'll kill you.
Yes, they will kill you.
If they are trying to kill you, next minute we will be there because our spy is already working there.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's very risky.
We have our airplanes ready.
See, even now he has started saying it's going to be risky. And
No,
he's
it's
not-
going to be risky for us.
Yeah. And you took risks for Torrid. Why can't you do the same?
And
for your
what
country?
kind of a guarantee that you have in your mind that you are not going to put the bullet on my head after all the job is done?
We are Indians, we won't do that.
Yeah.
Indians.
We are not like
You know
you.
what?
Traitors. We are not traitors.
That's it.
What is that? இல்லடா.
That's it. Say something. Get into the character and say something.
That won't happen, Mr.
Then what kind of mercy? Why are you showing this much of mercy? Officer Suresh Yadav wants me to go there, and he says that he will be setting up a separate team to safeguard me. Why are you trying to safeguard me? What is the benefit that you have?
No, you're not that much special for us to safeguard you. You better think before you act.
So then there is a contradiction within your
No,
own. You
no,
got
sir,
to-
let me explain. Actually, we want to utilize you as the cornerstone of our next mission. That is to rally for.
They will kill me.
What if we kill you?
Yeah.
It's
Better
either,
than this.
it's either.
Okay. For the first time, I would like to do something for the country. Put a bullet on my head.
What? No, that's
I'll
okay.
die. Yeah, seriously, I'll die in front of all the honest officers.
I told you he was going to come to this.
The weapon specialist over here. He
So
calls
you
himself so,
need a
but he's a very big joker. Give him a pistol and try and ask him to aim, I'm here in just 2 feet distance. He'll be funking even that. This kind of officers is.
You are trying to do the same thing that every villain does to the hero. You are trying to get us emotional. He's hoping that
No,
we
no, no,
take
no,
our
no.
gun and just shoot
Don't you
him.
have any wildest dad dream that I'm going to call you as a hero? You are not at all fit for that.
No.
I'm speaking to the officers Suresh Yadav and Naresh. What are you going to do if I am not going to obey your words? And she said, I'm not really valuable for her and for the entire team. Money and I'm doing.
Yeah, we will give your money back.
1,500 billion? Come on.
No.
In million years, you will not be able to allocate such money to us.
No, your money has been ransacked. We
The
return
money
it
has
to you.
been taken, right? We will give that.
I want another cut above that.
Yeah, how much do you need? Come on, it's your business.
40% of the 1,500 billion and the 1,500 billion that you have ransacked.
And the children will be children will be killed. You want that money?
You have to
Yeah.
suffer
Oh
a
yeah,
lot
they
before
try
you
to
die,
get this
sir.
for the money, right?
Your family, you will lose your family. You will lose your mentors and inspirations.
You lose your
And
house.
whatnot. You lose, yes, as sir said, you lose your house and whatnot. Many things like you lose the money that you got for what you are
Private
doing.
money.
Yes, sir.
1,500 billion, he said he will be giving it back to me.
No, we are offering business. Nice things.
I'll do it. For the money.
Yeah, sure.
We'll definitely give you the money. Don't worry.
You want that to be fulfilled, right?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
We'll make sure that 50% has been paid in advance. Okay?
Like, for the first time.
Let's talk business.
You lady officers, don't you have any daring dream that you are so much carried out?
The daring dream is you have to suffer a lot and then only die. Not now.
Yeah.
Not the current minute or second. You have to suffer a lot for the whole flow of life. And that's what you have to learn.
Mr. PS, we have a question. What is the guarantee that you will not betray us?
Money.
Money.
Yeah. We'll pay you the money, but what's the guarantee that you'll be faithful?
Pay me more money for being faithful, I will.
We will give double the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, double them.
Where do you get the money out?
We will give.
We will get.
You don't care about it. Just check your phone and check for your bank account. 50% has been credited already.
Still also working for that money.
Fine.
I will give you some money to you, don't worry.
Yeah, Iqbal, he's the friend of Mukesh Ambani. What do you think? He can do anything which he wants.
Got the message.
Yeah.
When
You
you do
better
it,
be faithful.
I will do.
You get 10% tomorrow. Credited in your account. Again.
Okay. And the family?
Yeah,
You don't care about that.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
will
they
be
will.
As you mentioned.
because of you, let them suffer.
family or money, choose the best
Choose
answer.
the best answer. Option C.
You,
Money.
yeah, option you want to have family,
Yeah.
you can
Hey, yaar se paise
you can
Mukesh
or
Ambani.
Hey, yaar se paise chukada.
His friend Ambani.
sir.
Speak again.
Okay, sir. In character, sir. Back in character, sir. So, option A, you can have your family and they get rid of the money that the police officers give, or else take the money and forget the family.
I'll take the money and forget my family. And I'll do whatever you want.
Okay. They also saw that so.
So basically, a mercenary.
The point is, anyhow, my family is going to hate me after you people are smart enough to broadcast this entire thing, so I don't have.
Loving your family?
They are not going to love me anymore, so it's better to leave before they drive me.
Too bad that all their money is gone.
GSP, you have got additional 10% payment.
Yeah, that's from their family.
You're supposed to pay. Why must my family pay?
No, it's not your family.
Your
That
family
is-
is
Definitely not your family.
We have some external sources doing.
Thank you. Got the money as well.
Yeah.
Now tell me what I'm supposed to do.
Suresh,
Let us have some talk with David and Chris about this
Yeah.
plan. How we are going to reveal that to the enemies like that. And if you're not doing it correctly, you just give us information, or all the money credited will be taken back.
and you'll be at the gunpoint.
If you're not doing,
If you're not.
if you're doing that, say you will give the same information. So we will give the money
Yeah, 20%. Again, you'll get more.
Okay. Ask them to say that.
Kavin, listen. Kavin, listen.
No.
Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Silent killers are back.
You know what?
Please speak.
No, okay now.
They sent the message, I'll read it out, I'll prepare a blueprint, and I will make sure that I will do it.
Yeah.
Because you paid me the money. And this might not be very much relevant now. I'm still going to believe these people.
Yeah.
Sure.
They just want the
You only taught us to do that, right? He only taught us to do it. So thank you for it. You made our job easier.
And you thought my PA was the wrong guy, and you thought I was the right guy. That clearly shows.
Don't believe anyone.
It was your PA who gave half the information about you.
So
No.
Kavin, can we believe him? What do you think?
No, yes, ma'am, we can believe you.
What kind of assurance you give? Say me clearly.
Come on.
No, he's looking like good guy now, so we can believe him.
You are right. He is looking like a good girl. Yeah, because good girl.
Good guy na. Good guy na even if Freeze. Now, as you could see, it is revealed the defense minister was the spy, and that's a great story by Vedavarsan. The thing that Vedavarsan did was he did not want to waste time on many other sequences. And we were discussing outside, Vedavarsan had a plan in a different way. And I gave a plan and he said okay for it. And the point is now the skit is stopped and tomorrow we are finishing it in the first event itself. That is Officer Suresh Yadav, Officer Adityan and the female officers along with the other officers as well are making the defense minister, yes, truncated defense minister as a trump card for encroaching into Torrid, and they don't have anything to lose. Even if the defense minister is killed, they are not going to have anything to lose. They are using him as a buffer now, and that guy, a money-minded redneck, is accepting that, not knowing that after getting the information, these people will be putting a bullet on his head. So, and the money will be returned back to the government. And he was so motivated about the money, and he has accepted the offer, and he believes it, and he starts. And again, actually, the officers did not have the intention to put the bullet on his head after the mission is completed. But towards the female officers, he was very reckless and very disrespectful. Then the officers decide within themselves that this guy doesn't deserve to live. So it is an ad hoc and instantaneous decision that they make. And whether the buffer ex-defense minister does this thing for India, or is he falling prey for Torrid, or is he falling prey for the Indian bullets, we will wait and see tomorrow. Do you understand? Any more questions before we stop and leave? Do you understand? Any questions?
No, sir.
No question, sir.
This thing we have.
No, sir.
Yeah. So once again, before we finish officially, the last thing, Nagaland came up with an idea yesterday. That is, I had requested all of you to come up with a skit of good manners, a massive skit on good manners. So what he gave as an idea is, every single person should think what kind of flaw and defects they have done in MS evening sessions. It might be like coming late, or might not have been understanding the team properly, or it might be being hasty and putting the entire team into a jeopardy, or whatever it may be. Go back. Every single person has to introspect and retrospect and go back and correct the list of the mistakes you have committed. Because that's going to be the foundation for the entire skit. If you're able to correct all those mistakes and if you're finding out solutions for the mistake, that itself will become a oasis of solution. So that's a smart idea given by Nagaland. And the biggest list that is going to be brought up will be by Nagaland actually. Okay, so that's a cool idea, and it is like self-introspection also. I appreciate you. Truly, that's a very good idea. So I want everybody to submit a list. I'll put Vedavarsan and Mitra as in charge for this particular skit. So you prepare the list and submit it to Vedavarsan and Mitra, and you both will have to consolidate and give it to me, and then we can do it. So Vedavarsan will have about 185 in number, Mitra will have 285, and Nagan will have about 3,585. So likewise, put all the things together and we will plan.
Only this.
We have to brainstorm this, sir, because we speak from the first Krishnan too.
Yeah, you four are the most senior people. Krishnan, Darshan, 5. இதை மட்டும் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கு.
நம்ம பண்ணாத தப்பு கூட ஏதாவது ஆட் பண்ணுங்க
சொல்லலாம், குட் மேனர் சார். அது ஒரு 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 கிளினிக்கல் ரிசோர்ஸ் தான் நான் வைக்கணும்னு ஆசைப்படுறேன்.
And some things that, some extreme things that we might not do, sir, and we definitely don't do, sir. Some of those things, we could have one character do it, sir, and we could show them a redemption arc, sir.
Can include everyone's mistakes as once, sir.
Correct. அதான் சொல்றேன். அது நான் எனக்கு தோணவே இல்லை இப்போ வந்து சொன்னேன். அதனால I thought why not that. So Vedavarsan will now explain the final and the climax sequence which is going to happen tomorrow, and then we are all leaving. But
don't want war and also finishing with the sequence.
இல்ல you come up with what you have.
war பண்ணிடலாமா இல்ல முடிஞ்சிச்சு?
நான் எங்க நீ கேட்க வேண்டாம். உனக்கு என்ன தோணுது? இது
எதுக்குள்ள முடியும்?
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒரு half an hour.
half an hour.
இல்ல நீ சொல்லு, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பிளான் சொல்லு.
சார்